My name is Darrell.
How you doing, Darrell?
And that prayer right there was for me. I always like to pray first because I know through my experience with me, I tend to get in the way sometimes. I tend to get opinionated sometimes, and I know that I'm double-minded. And I choose to have God remove me out the way and use me, the part of me He chooses to use today to touch somebody's life, possibly. And I choose not to talk about nobody or to nobody, but I will use me as an example. Hopefully you can relate to something I said or say or share about my life, because it's my life. And what God has done with my life. To me, with me, for me. I finally found out my purpose. I finally found out that I walked around for a whole lot of years not knowing who I was. I walked around a whole lot of years not knowing what I was. Recovering that which was lost. I was lost for a whole lot of years. Wandering aimlessly with no direction. Not knowing up from down. Not knowing true from false. Not being able to differentiate reality from anything else. The truth to me was that which worked. And it worked for a long time before it stopped working. Drugs worked for a long time before they stopped working. I used drugs for a long time before drugs started using me. I'm real grateful today for my life. Just to tell you a little bit about my life. I've been in and out of prison a whole lot of times. Back and forth from the year 87 to 2002, without 1 year on the street. But I understand that it was a direct result of choices I made in the beginning and then not having a choice in the end. Being a prisoner in my own mind. I said I have a double mind because my mind has the ability to change my mind without my permission. I could be planning one thing and really have my heart and soul set on it, and I believe that it's a mind over matter until I find out there's something the matter with my mind. That my mind will convince me to do something I said I wasn't going to do last week. You know, and I need to understand that about me. I need to know that that can and will happen again if I not stay focused, if I not stay prayed up, if I not stay in the direction in which I'm going. Freedom. Free to be me. Now that I found me. Finding me was a process. Finding out that I need not deny the parts of me which are me. I realize that I deal with three people. The person I want you to see, the person I want to be, and the person I am. The person I am rarely shows up in my life. It's the one I want you to see or the one I want to be that I'm always dealing with. So therefore, daily I have to pray. Daily I have my life today is based on my spiritual maintenance. You know, let me not maintain a vehicle. You know, somebody give me a free vehicle, I'm going to cherish it. I'm going to maintain it. I'm going to take it to the shop. I'm going to get oil changed. But God gave me a new life, and I don't want to maintain it. I don't want to do the things. I don't want to do the maintenance required. I get tired. I don't feel like it. You know. Or I ask God for grace and He give it to me. Then I ask Him for mercy and He give it to me. And I done made a part of the deal as to get these things that don't want to hold up my word. Get to a point to where I'm tired. God said, I need you to come over here and speak to these people. How can I say I'm tired? Or I don't feel like it, or I have something else to do. Today I know my primary purpose. I know the purpose in which He saved my life all them times I went to prison and He brought me back out. I know all them times that He put me in prison to save me from myself on the street. You know, I used to think I was locked up when I was in prison, but really that was the only time I was free. That I would get out on the streets and be downtown LA on Skid Row and would not pass a 4-block radius as if it had gun towers on it. And I would think I was free out here and locked up in there, where I was eating 3 meals a day, communicating with people, you know, telling mom and them lies that I believe. Somebody didn't hit it. Telling mom and them lies that I believe. Telling mom and them everything I was going to do when I get out, and in the earnestness, in the depths of my soul, I believed this is what I was going to do when I got out. Until I got ready to get out. See, right before getting out, I knew I was in trouble. Because when I got arrested, something in me got arrested too. You know, it lay dormant and it waited. That other part of my double mind sat there and it lay dormant and it said, okay, I have patience. I'll wait for you to get ready to get out. Nothing's happening in here. And right upon my release, here it come again. My mind changed my mind and said, hey, we're just going to get one when we get out, Darrell. You know, we're going to have fun. We got to celebrate. And I held on to that thought long enough for it to manifest, for me to entertain it long enough to become an obsession. Obsession of the mind would be a fixed idea. Nobody helped me with it. I came up with the idea. After saying I would never do this again, I came up with the idea that just, you know, one time ain't nobody going to know. Okay, I'll break it down like this. A fixed idea, a thought that will overrule any thought that my mind can conceive at the time I'm obsessing. It could be about a cookie, Mr. Joe. If I'm obsessing about that cookie and my mind says, don't go get the cookie, that thought is overruled. See, if I'm thinking about getting high and going to get a drug and my mind says, well, you told mom and them, overruled. But you said you don't see your son this time. That thought is overruled. No rational thought can enter my mind long enough for it to, nothing. It's best or all at that point. And I get scared of what I'm going to do to myself again. After saying I wasn't going to do it no more. It took God to stand in between me and myself in order for me to even have a reprieve long enough to try to find out what was wrong. As I said before in the beginning, I walked around for a long time with something going on inside of me and didn't know what it was. I used to say I wasn't born like this, I wasn't raised like this. How did I become this something that keep on doing this to me against my will, not wanting to? What's going on? My questions was unanswered for a whole lot of years. And I had the earnest desire to not use. I just didn't know how not to use. I would like to tell you that I believed in God all my life. But my actions show me that I didn't. My actions show me that grandmama's concept of God, when she gave me that half of concept, God gonna punish you for everything you've done wrong. I said I might as well keep on because I'm already on my way. So I proceeded to just, you know, I knew there was no salvation. I knew there was no help. I knew I was doomed. See, but I didn't know that there was a forgiving God. He would give me an opportunity to rectify my life. And he would give me an opportunity to not only balance it out for the wrong I've done by doing right for others. I didn't know for a whole lot of years. You know, it took for me to take some certain steps toward freedom, to understand the concept, to get a new relationship with God. I need not my grandmother's relationship with God, that was hers. I need a relationship of my own with a God that I can understand, a concept of God that I can understand, that will sustain me. So I erased everything off the board. I erased the whole plate. I took everything off. And I said, okay, I'm going to start back off square one. And I understand that God do for me what I can't do for myself. But my life showed me that sometimes he said, you can do it. I'm going to step back and see what you're going to do. And sometimes his answer is not right now, dude. You can't have that right now. You can't do that right now. You don't need that right now. You know, I say that he answers all my prayers. Yeah, but what if his answer is no? Can I live with that?
All right.
Do I know that his will is for me not to have that right now? Or am I so selfish to where I think it's my God, he only belongs to me, and he only got time for me, and he gonna give me everything I think I need, or everything I think I want, when it might not be good for me at all. Then I get mad, and I want to get resentment to this God and say, why you do this to me? Why you do that for me? Why you take them out of my life? My experience with the 12 steps. Mine was a life-changing experience. My perception changed. I started learning how to feel without using my hands. I started learning how to see without using my eyes. You know, when somebody say, I see what you mean, I don't think they see no words come out of my mouth. God has not came down in the white robe and ever visited Darrell, but he sent other people. I understand that. I understand that he worked through other people. I might ask him for something or pray for something, and when the person comes, if I'm focused on the personality of the person, I might miss my blessing by saying I don't know. But why would I do that? Is where I'm going. Why would I not like somebody I met 2 weeks ago when I don't really even know this person? Unless I'm still holding people inside of me that I think harmed me years ago that I never forgave. And I justify not forgiving them. I come up with a whole lot of reasons why they should never be forgiven, and I might be right. But at that point, I'm not understanding that to forgive somebody is to set a prisoner free, only to find out that the prisoner was me.
Say that. Say it.
I'm holding myself hostage all these years because of something I feel somebody unjustly done to me, but I ask God over here for his grace and mercy, please forgive me for the things I done. And expect him to do it right now. But I'm unjustly not forgive somebody else. I was sick, how could they not have been sick? But if I can't see, I can't see. Step one allowed me to surrender. It allowed me to let go and let God. It allowed me to see where how my emotions, how my life, how things became unraveled, unmanageable, if I will, to the sense of how do I allow what you do to dictate what I do. You said something to me I didn't like and I had to react to it? No, I didn't. But at that point I did because I didn't know that. I was still walking around with a whole lot of other people's lives inside of me. So when you affect their life or re-stimulate something, it makes me feel just like I did when I was 10 years old. I got to act like I did when I was 10 years old. And I'll tell you, I'm a grown man. You can't talk to me like that. Forgetting how I treated myself as a grown man. Forgetting that I have drugged me through all these alleys, had me in these vacant houses on these fixed mattresses and all in the penitentiary, but I'll tell you how you can't talk to me.
All right, sweet.